Hello, and thank you for taking part in Safe Routes to School Spokane. In this Walking School Bus volunteer training, you will be introduced to Safe Routes to Schools in Spokane County and will become familiar with Walking School Bus volunteer roles and responsibilities. Let's begin! In 2014, the Spokane Regional Health District received a grant from the Washington State Department of Transportation to implement Safe Routes to School at 7 schools over 3 years. Take a look at the Safe Routes to School fact sheet in your training folder, which summarizes the Safe Routes to School program activities in Spokane County. The Walking School Bus is just one of the activities taking place to help our children walk and bike safely to school more often. Others include Safe Routes to School teams, the Challenge program, safety pledges, and special events. In 2014, Spokane Regional Health District staff talked with parents and community members in schools and surrounding neighborhoods, reviewed collision and crime data, and did walking route audits. The top 3 safety concerns expressed by parents were safety of intersections, speed of traffic, and crime and violence. The Walking School Bus is designed to address parents' safety concerns around their children walking and biking to school. Your school, along with the Spokane Regional Health District and Spokane Public Schools, help coordinate popular and fun walk and bike to school days. These events are celebrated internationally and invite parents to allow their children to safely enjoy walking or biking to school with their friends. We encourage you to participate in this exciting event. Walking to School Day often marks the start of the Walking School Bus in the fall. The Safe Routes Challenge is a contest that encourages students to make healthy commute choices for a chance to win fun prizes. Every 2 weeks, students receive a blank travelogue where they circle whether they walked or biked. Points are tallied and winners are drawn to receive prizes for distance and frequency of walking or biking and a grand prize at the end of the semester. Please take a look at the challenge rules included in your packet. You can encourage students to return their travelogues for chances to win a prize. These efforts cannot be accomplished alone. With the help of Safe Routes to School teams at each participating elementary school, programs like the Walking School Bus can thrive. Safe Routes to School teams create the capacity to implement Safe Routes activities and programs. The leader of the Safe Routes to School team is the liaison. He or she schedules Walking School Bus volunteers, coordinates special events, and assists with school communications. Generally, the liaison will be our program point person or communication with parents. Meetings are conducted once a month, and you're welcome to join. We need people like you to help kids get to school safely every day.
Next, let's take a look at your Walking School Bus and Stop and Walk brochures. Our Walking School Buses are groups of students walking with 2 background-checked and trained adult volunteers. Students register for the Walking School Bus through their school. Volunteers pick up students who live within a 1-mile radius from the school and walk the students along safe routes designated by the Safe Routes to School team. For students who live outside of the 1-mile radius, a designated location, like a park or landmark, is chosen for parents to drop off their students who meet with waiting Walking School Bus volunteers.
Safe routes are determined according to traffic conditions, presence of sidewalks and crosswalks, crime data, overhanging shrubs that may obscure sight, the presence of yard dogs, and prioritizing the curbside pickup for younger students. The number of routes leading to the school are determined by volunteer availability, but also by how many students register. After students register, their locations are marked on a giant map. A string equivalent to 1 mile of distance is then used to group the students into routes. Ensuring the safety of students on the Walking School Bus is our top priority. As volunteers, it is your paramount responsibility to demonstrate and enforce the following rules. Walk, don't run. Stay on the sidewalk when available. If there are no sidewalks, walk on the shoulder or far side of the road facing traffic. Walk sensibly, no horsing around or bullying. Walk together as a group, students in between the adults. Look both ways before crossing the streets. Cross streets at a crosswalk or intersection. Please refer to the volunteer roles and responsibilities and sign that you've read and understood the rules and progressive discipline plan. When students break these rules, please notify the liaison, who will talk with the student and the student's parents. When a student breaks these rules 4 times, The student is no longer allowed to walk on the walking school bus to ensure the safety of the group. Please return your signature slip to your school liaison before your first volunteer shift. Be consistent with these rules. You set the example. Safety has no exceptions, but it can be fun. Be sure to enforce safety rules equally among the students. At the end of the route, many volunteers will pass out stickers for good behavior. Besides prioritizing safety, walking school bus volunteers maintain a safe and nurturing environment. Some children suffer from adverse childhood experiences. Significant childhood traumas affect a child's brain development and affect a child's learning ability and social skills.
Parents want volunteers to be patient with and understanding of their children who come from many different backgrounds. The walking school bus volunteers offer consistent positive support and thus help children with ACEs by developing good relationships, establishing social connections, and promoting resilience. As a volunteer, you can best achieve this by remembering that children may come from different backgrounds. If a child acts out, don't take it personally. Provide positive reinforcement such as encouraging the students and validating their feelings. Some fun activities on the walking school bus can include playing the alphabet game, I Spy, conducting a nature scavenger hunt, celebrating birthdays, singing songs, or naming your route. Volunteering with the walking school bus starts at 7 a.m. You'll sign in at the school and pick up a vest and walking school bus backpack in a designated area. In the pouch, you'll find an attendance sheet and a map that pinpoints your stops, arrival times, and departure times from each student pickup. When you arrive at a student's home, wait for 2 minutes before departing. Parents will be notified of pickup times in advance. Arrive at school at 8 a.m. and lead the students into the school cafeteria where they will have breakfast. School begins at 8:30 a.m. As a volunteer for the walking school bus, you'll be part of an active communication network. The liaison is your point of contact for shift scheduling, cancellations, and notifications. Coordinate with your route partner for the day around who will be responsible for which duties, such as taking attendance or leading activities. The liaison will confirm your volunteer times with you. If you contact the liaison to cancel a shift, do not assume the message was received until you received confirmation of message reception. Active communication applies to phone calls, texts, emails, or in-person conversations. Please review the volunteer roles and responsibilities for additional communications procedures. Thank you for your time and being part of your community by chaperoning children to school. We look forward to walking with you.